everyone, and welcome to episode 277 of the 8-Bit Geek. If you're new around here, let me tell you what it's like, all right? This is your first episode. 8-Bit Geek is a lot like being a fan of Moby. You remember that guy? You know?
No.
He was famous in the early 2000s for his electronic sounds.
His electronic, yes.
Anyways, at first, it's amazing, you know, and you meet others that love Moby, and you go to the concert, you know, and you're just digging the shit out of it. You're like, fuck yeah, Moby. And then Eminem comes along and destroys Moby's career, and it's like no longer cool to like him.
No, Moby got stomped by Obi.
You play his music in secret. You keep that Moby shirt in your closet. And then one day it's like 2018 and you see it. You're like, yes, Moby is finally cool to listen to again. Never mind. That's a false alarm. He's not. Just like us. Also, if you weren't born in the 90s, this joke falls flat on you. Because you don't know who Moby is.
This joke falls flat on you.
But anyways, I'm Jeremy. With me are two men who had Moby posters on their walls.
Doug, and I'd just like to say that right about now, the Funk Soul Brother.
Soul Brother, check it out now. Funk Soul Brother. Well, there goes my night. That's all I'm going to hear in my night. I'm Kevin. And no, I didn't have a Moby poster. I did have a Paula Abdul poster, though. Like fucking full on horizontal, like she's just laying across, like, hey.
Was it above your bed?
No, it was to the side, though. I could say good morning and good night to her. I was a young boy.
Did you have any posters on your wall like a straw? Oh, I'm so sorry.
What has happened?
Yeah, you just.
I had like this weird thing coming up. I thought it was a burp, and I felt like I was going to throw up. But at the same time, I was like, better mute this. Nope, too late to mute this. I'm in the middle of talking. So
there you go, folks.
Yeah.
So I pretty much had a little bit of an error there. I was going to ask, did you guys have like, Arnold Schwarzenegger or anybody on your walls to be like, one day I'm going to be fit? Or are you just content being chubby?
Well, I wasn't chubby until like in my mid-20s, so it wasn't a problem for me.
Okay.
Which is pretty true for you too, Jerry. You were pretty fucking thin up until you settled down, which is exactly what happened to me. I got married.
Yep. I was very fit. I played a lot of sports and I walked everywhere.
Yeah. Kev, what's your excuse?
You guys claim the chubby life. I was born into the chubby life. I was raised into the chubby life.
No.
Yeah. No, I was always a husky kid. That's what my mom would say. Husky.
My mom would
big boned.
Big bone. Yeah, that's exactly what my mom used to say. Jeremy, you're not fat. You're just big boned.
You just big boned.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, you were because you're like 6'5" giant.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
And here I am, 5'1".
When I stand next to Kevin, I can use him as a armrest.
I'm the arm, huh?
You're gonna say dick rest? What were you about to say?
Yeah, you were gonna say that.
I was like, I'm not going to be mean to Kev already. It's too early in the show.
I just use his head to rest my nuts on.
Makes it look like one of those weird, like Scottish golfing caps. Oh, we lost Jer.
Got the little tassels.
Oh God, I don't even know what. I know exactly what you mean by the tassels.
They're braided.
Oh, God.
Anyways, if you like what you're hearing so far, and this is your first time, or maybe it's your third or fourth, and you haven't decided, man, I haven't subscribed yet. I haven't followed. I haven't done what I should be doing. Well, you could do it, and you should do it today. Over on Audio Boom, they're our sponsor. They provide all of our airwaves. You know, for a sponsor, we only give them a 3-second drop, but that's all you get, Audio Boom, and you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. If you don't have Audio Boom, you can find us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher Radio, and anywhere else you can find a podcast. And if you can follow us on social media at the 8-Bit Geek. And of course, every Monday night we record live on Twitch. You could jump in the chat, meet some new people, have some fun, interact with us. We do have some people who subscribe to us over there on Twitch, and also gave some what are they called?
Bits.
Little bits. So, Kev, do your job, man.
Yeah, well, I was waiting for my chance. Von Jondi.
All right. So, if you
subscribed
want with the show, no, I'm just kidding.
So we got Von Jondi subscribed with Prime. Thank you, Von Jondi, and used 300 bits on us. And said, "Hey guys, this is my first time watching live. Thank you for all the entertainment. I have finally caught up with Saga. Beards are glorious."
Oh, sorry that we're so ugly.
Yes.
Basic radio.
Yeah, but thank you
I
so
don't
much.
know. I'm pretty handsome.
Yeah. Doug is pretty handsome. And then Gonoff donated $5. No message. He was just like, "Here's $5, making it rain at me."
Oh, shit.
Then Hymus resubscribed for a whopping 12 months, and 12 months equaling 1 year. Thank you, Hymus. That's awesome. And then Kenny420 resubscribed Prime 9 months. Holy crap. Still subbed for great content.
Yay.
Then Ironborn just resubscribed for 8 months. Everyone's in the long run. Yeah. Y'all are awesome.
Yeah, thank you. If you can't make it to a Twitch show, you're more than welcome to hop on over and connect with us on Discord. You know, we talk about it from time to time, once a week. And it's a wonderful community. We've got a lot of people in there. They're all talking about some cool different stuff. We got some gaming going on, some movies, some relationships being born. Carl's almost married, you know, shit like that. So come over and hang out with us and say hi, okay? Also, we just want to let you know we're still playing games with the community every week. You can go check out the events page on the website. And, of course, on the website, you'll find our other shows as well. We have 8-Bit Saga, Divas Drop Kicks and Dives, and Brainberry Tarts. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about Patreon, and we have something very exciting to talk about today for Patreon subscribers, which is going to be a lot of fun. So what is Patreon? It's somewhere where you can go. You can essentially subscribe to us for extreme extra content. We give you a pre-show, a post-show. We give you some other stuff included in there, pictures, videos, whenever we can. But we would like to announce today we are launching a brand new show that is going to be a Patreon exclusive. It is called, it's a working title, but it's Cooking with Geeks. And it is a cooking show featuring us, the 8-Bit Geek Network.
Yeah.
And so Kevin recorded an episode today, and we released it before the show started today.
Yes.
So you can go check that out to see what it's going to be like. I don't have a date when we're going to actually start doing this thing, but I do know that we're going to do it in seasons. We're going to, season 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're probably going to average around, I'd say about 20 episodes a season, give or take 15 or 19. And so we'll see how that goes. We should have a lot of fun with it. You should expect content from Doug, Kevin, and myself.
Yes.
And maybe some guest spots. We don't know. We'll see. But
yeah.
It's kind of a parody, kind of fun, a fun way to look at cooking. You know, exactly how you think 8-Bit Geek would cook, which is just ridiculous.
Which is go get drive-through.
Essentially.
I don't know, man. I actually cook, so mine's gonna be like
Here we
actually
go. Rub it in our face.
informative on how to actually do stuff.
Mine will be equally as informative while adding a little bit of comedy. And
Mine's just, if you know how to use a microwave, you're going to be able to cook with me.
There you go. Also, if you have any titles for the show that you'd like to suggest, do so. You could do it here on Twitch. You could do it on our Discord, or you can hit us up on the website or social media. Let us know if you have a cool name that we could name a cooking show. But it is going to be exclusive to Patreon. It is on the $5 tier, okay? And what that means is you have to subscribe for $5 a month. $5 a month is nothing, people. That's like going and getting a pack of bubble gum and a soda at the corner store, okay? Once a month, that's skipping Taco Bell. We're saving your life right now, okay? Because you're just like, you know what? Either Taco Bell today or the 8-Bit Geek. I think I'll go 8-Bit Geek because I'm not going to die of a massive heart attack, okay? So save yourself a heart attack. Subscribe to the 8-Bit Geek.
Wow, that's a
simple.
There should be an asterisk. We are not responsible for health issues.
No, we're not. But I am certified in safety. Like I have a card. I have a card that I could do CPR.
Okay.
I know how to do mouth to mouths, plural. I could do 2 at once.
Oh, well, that's all I needed to know.
Mhm.
I'm on board. How about you, Doug? You said you could do 2 at once.
No.
I could give you both mouth to mouth at the same time and save both your fucking lives.
Doug?
I don't believe it.
Doug is preoccupied with his.
Well, he's
phone.
a little closer than I am, so you're going to have to test it on him.
All right, I'll tell you.
My wife is texting me because apparently she's having Netflix issues. Sorry.
Uh-oh. If I gave Doug mouth to mouth, I wouldn't even be able to find his mouth. It'd be a sea of fucking hair. It'd just be like, I can't save him. He's dead.
He's dead. Oh,
I wasn't even dead to begin with. Get off me.
yeah.
Oh, you're awake.
Like, that's not me. That's Pilot.
Oh, no. Same amount of hair.
Yeah, really. You should get Pilot just a hat like yours.
God, that'd be so good for family photos.
Mm-hmm.
And by family photos, just you and Pilot.
I have a photo of him somewhere with him with a beanie on. He looks like a fucking hipster. It's really funny.
I want to see it.
I'll post it. I'll post it in the Discord.
Okay.
Keep talking.
So that's the Patreon pitch, guys. If you want to give, you can. The money goes all back into the show, and we do really appreciate it. We love you guys, and we just want to support you guys with new content. We're not trying to shit on anybody who does the free content, but these people pay, and we just want to give them more, and we want to give you more because we always feel, God, I don't know why I at least I do. I always feel bad that we're not putting out enough content for people who give money.
Yeah.
Because it's, you work all week for that shit, and we appreciate that you put your money behind us and show and support. So it's the least that we can do. So thank you guys again. But now let's get into misconnections. All right, let's have some fun. Let's do this show and let's do it right. Every week we take real ads from the misconnection section of Craigslist. We read them in funny voices. They're completely real. We don't edit them in any way, although we do ad lib a little bit, but we definitely can't make this stuff up.
Boy sees girl. Boy is interested in girl. Boy awkwardly stares at girl from across. Boy never approaches. Girl leaves. Boy swears they're meant for one another. Boy turns to Craigslist for help finding girl. 8-Bit Geek steps in. Welcome to Misconnection.
Hey, Sean.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Not much.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, man. We had a little
Just
busy weekend.
well, yeah. I just got back from Comic-Con.
Oh, what'd you think, man?
Oh, I had a great time. Did you guys see those sick trailers for all those cool shows and movies that are coming out?
Oh,
I mean, I saw a few of them.
I can't wait.
What was your favorite, Sean?
Shazam looked like a lot of fun.
I'm sorry, what?
Shazam.
Okay.
Godzilla was also pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. That was emotional for me.
Yeah, it was crazy. And Aquaman, man, the WB panel really fucking killed it this year because like the new trailer for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them: The Crimes of Grindelwald looked pretty fucking sick too.
It's a long
Nice.
title, Sean.
That's a very long title. I didn't name it. I don't work for WB. But that one looked really cool too, and like, everyone hates Johnny Depp, so it's perfect that he's a piece of shit criminal in this movie.
Yeah, maybe it'll play to the.
Also, I don't know if y'all know this, but there's a part where Dumbledore is looking in the mirror of Erised and he sees Grindelwald in the reflection, which I don't know if you guys remember from the first movie when Harry Potter looks in the mirror of Erised. Dumbledore tells him that it shows you your deepest, darkest desire, and it showed him Grindelwald. Dumbledore's gay, guys. I don't know if y'all know this, but like, he's gay for Grindelwald.
I didn't know that.
That's actually true. That's canon. But I just thought it was really interesting that in his trailer, he's looking and he's seen his reflection in the fucking mirror.
Today I learned that Sean Pennis is a huge Harry Potter nerd.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, man. Gryffindor for life, am I right? Where are my Gryffindors at?
Sean, what's your fucking misconnection?
This one's a fucking doozy. It's very long. All right. You slept naked in my bed. And unfortunately, you were in the wrong apartment.
Oh,
Do that all the time.
Hey there, Emily. We met last Friday morning. Well, maybe met isn't the right word. I believe the first thing you said to me was, "Who the fuck are you?" That's a funny thing to say to a guy after wandering into his apartment, passing out in his bed, and accosting him wearing nothing but a bedsheet, your own, might I add, the next morning. Before I get too far, know that I am not mad. Actually, I think you were pretty funny. And apparently cute. I was, however, hungover as hell, lying horizontally on the living room couch. Why on the couch? Well, that's where I chose to sleep. I know, weird concept. After crawling into what I mistakenly thought was my empty bed at 4 a.m. Laying down in my bed meant risking waking you up, which would have ended in one of two ways. One, the worst horror movie ever, or two, possibly the greatest porno ever. I didn't like my odds. Couch it was. Truth is, I already have a situation. A good situation. Even though my situation lives in another state. You don't know her. She went to another high school. You've never met her.
whoa.
It's offensive.
Damn.
It's so good. In fact, my situation laughed her ass off this morning when I told her that one story about a random naked girl waking up in my bed. I believe you happened to mention your own situation too. Only your situation, based solely on last night and the tacky pattern on his, I assume, bed sheets, doesn't sound like a great situation.
A lot of situations.
Yeah, yeah. Like the situation?
Yeah. The situation from Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
That said, that said, it won't work with us. Sorry, it's not you, it's me and my overuse of parentheses. But I have a roommate, and I think he'd be a better situation for you. He has some nice seats and locks his door from the inside, looking out for your safety. He also had a better look at you this morning, and seemed to like what he saw despite you tiptoeing down the hall while simultaneously skyrocketing to the top of the Walk of Shame power rankings.
Damn.
So yeah, let me know. I can arrange something. Or you can just stop by and ask for Mark. I guess you already know where to find him. Yours truly, Sean Penez.
Wow.
Hey, someone mentioned my name?
Yeah, we always do.
Hey, what's going on, Kev?
Hi, Mark. I'm trying to be happier these days.
That's good.
Hi, Mark. Motherfucker.
Hey.
Hi.
What?
What? I'm sorry?
Hey, Sean, what's going on?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
No, not much. I read about that one chick that showed up in our apartment. Emily
Yeah.
or whatever? Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I didn't know you
Well-
guys had an apartment together.
I wrote a song about her.
All right.
You want to hear it?
Sure.
Okay. This one, oh God, I'm so insecure about this. This one goes out to I guess, goes out to his tiny lighthouse, who said that she would donate if I sang this song.
She's not even here.
I know, and that's what makes
I know.
me angry. Okay, this one's called Leggy Blonde from Chicago.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Leggy Blonde.
What the
Every day I look across the office floor where you were, your hair down to your legs, and your legs down to the floor, Leggy Blonde. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Oh my god.
Now that you're gone, I'm never here for tech repair. Wish you knew how much I loved your legs and hair. Leggy Blonde. Goodbye. Goodbye. Leggy, leggy, leggy. Leggy, leggy, leggy. Leggy, leggy, leggy. Leggy, leggy, leggy. Blondie, blondie, blondie.
Blondie.
Blondie, blondie, blondie.
This is dope.
Leggy, blondie. Goodbye, goodbye.
Hell yeah.
The record skipping.
I had a buggy, but it died. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I like pie. Leggy, 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 leggy. Whoa, whoa. Blondie, 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 leggy, blondie.
Still going?
I'll never get to be with you.
Oh my
I'll
God.
never share a cup of tea with you. Never get to let you know how much I think of you. I'll never tear your clothes off the photocopier.
Oh my God. 2018, dude.
Hey, he'll never get. Hey, he'll never get. Hey, he'll never get. Hey, he'll never get to say, hoop. Leggy blonde. You got it going on. I want to see you wearing a thong, thong, thong.
Oh my God.
See you getting down to the break of dawn. Doesn't really count with your panties on. Goodbye.
Oh, but what?
It's such a good song. It's my ringtone for him now.
Oh, it's Fly to the Concords. I'm like frantically trying to look this up. Like, what the fuck is this?
Is it Flight of the Conchords?
Yeah, it says it's Flight of the Concords.
Oh my gosh, that was
Wow.
That was Mark. Oh, bye.
Oh, maybe
Damn.
so. I should look up the real song real quick.
I mean, you could have taken the front door after that performance there, Marky, wherever you're at. Rest in peace.
Spicy Monkey said, "Oh my God, it's great uploading it to SoundCloud."
Oh,
I'm playing it right now on the stream. The real song.
Oh, is it a Flight of the Concord?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Is it even? Is it even close?
God no. Hold on.
Oh my God. Oh shit. What do you got, Kev?
stream. I kind of wanted to hear this jam. Well, I mean, I'm back in the UK.
Hey, welcome.
Going to visit Kashmir, seeing what's up. And I thought I'd visit the Donington Castle.
Mm-hmm.
So I ran into Jake in the Avenged Sevenfold crowd at Download Fest. I go every year. And it says A7X, but I'm a hardcore fuck, and I know that means Avenged Sevenfold. You didn't know this ginger was into some metal.
All right.
Faux metal, really, but here nor there. Now there you were. Brown hair and blue eyes. White stretches that stretched your lobes for days. I can see myself through them. You said you couldn't go in the mosh pit. I thought to myself, what a pussy. Nope. Oh, I know where you can go inside. Whoa. Wait. Let me see. What did I think to myself again? Let me read this. I thought to myself, I know where you can go inside.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. What is this?
You know.
Now we caught eyes watching Guns N' Roses the next day. As I stood alone in the middle of the field, all I could imagine was how I wanted you to hump me. Oh no. Jake? No, not Jake. We joked about knowing the way. And as you made the way into my heart and soul, Jake, son of a bitch. If you are the person I am describing, please get in touch with me ASAP. My body aches for your touch. I gotta stop drinking. Tell me why you couldn't go in the pits to prove who you are. Lots of love. Cat. Kisses, kisses, kisses.
Are you sure you wrote that? It sounded cat. That makes me think maybe that was Kashmir that meant to write that.
You know what? When in the UK, it's pay for gay. No, wait, gay for pay. Never mind. I don't know. I'm still learning language here.
God. You made me-
Conversations.
I'm just proud of you for finding someone.
Out the window.
Oh, you too.
Wow, that was a random exit. By the way, People are donating. Spicy Monkey donated $2. The first one said, "You'll need mouth to mouth, Jer, after I go to that CS:GO match we had." Okay, talking smack.
You won't live it down.
And then Spicy Monkey was the one who sent in that misconnection. He said, "This is my misconnection. Thank you for reading it."
Hey, I
The
think
first one.
you still owe me like $40 for that match, by the way.
And then Godoff donated $3 and said, "Goodbye, leggy blondes." There you go.
Oh man, we're at $160. So close. That's just so close.
Oh, to the 16. I won't say it to jinx it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so people went to go see movies this weekend.
Yeah.
And I wasn't one of them, but I do want to see this movie. The Equalizer 2 came in number 1 with $35 million, and in number 2, close behind on its heels, Mamma Mia. Here we go. Again. The sequel to the everyone asked for.
I don't even remember the first Mamma Mia.
It's gonna get get a sequel.
I mean, is this the sequel?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is.
everything here is a sequel.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, literally everything in the top 5 is a sequel.
God, you're right.
By originality.
Yeah. It was Hotel Transylvania 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Incredibles 2. Fill out the rest of the list.
Holy shit! You know that Rock movie about where he jumps off of a building into another building from
Skyscraper, the second.
the crane? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That dropped all the way down. I can't even see it on the list anymore.
Yeah. But Ant-Man and the Wasp has only made $164 million in 3 weeks. So again, Kevin Feige, it's time for you to step down, especially after your bullshit moves this last week.
Yeah. Yep. Time to get out the door. Especially after this firing.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it was him. I don't think it was his call.
No, I don't think it was him. I think it was all Disney. If you haven't heard, I'm sure you have by
Did you
now.
say Alt Disney? Oh God.
I don't think anyone said that.
No one said that.
Okay, that's what I heard something. I heard Alt Disney, and that's what made me think of this. I'm like, oh no.
James Gunn got fired as the director of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And over some statements that were made in between the years of 2009 and 2012.
It was shock jock humor, as they were calling it.
Yeah, and so you may sit on the side of the fence that says he should be fired because he shouldn't make jokes about pedophilia, and he shouldn't about trees, raping and all this other stuff. And you may be on the fence that says it was so long ago. This isn't. We're going to offend somebody because we're going to say our opinions here, but these are our opinions, and we're sorry if you lean one way that we don't. You have the right to. It's a free country, but this is how we feel about it. Okay. And I'll start by saying, when I first heard the news, somebody walked up to me at work and told me, and I said, I don't know. And I'm not the type of person who, I think I talked about this a little bit before. I don't instantly jump on the bandwagon and say, burn this person to the stake. I want to see some facts. I want to see what's actually going on. So I do a little bit of research and before I say anything. And when this stuff happened, he was a different person. And we all, when we were younger, we've done and said dumb things. And sometimes, when we were younger, we didn't have the internet to say these dumb things. Or maybe we have on Twitter and we just don't remember. But he also was making really fucking shocking horror films, right?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was with Trauma at the time.
He made what?
He was with Trauma at the time.
Yeah. And I think there was one movie, I can't bring it up. I can't off the top of my head, but it's really like shocking. Like the film, I guess, is really fucking dark, right? And it was around the same time, 2009, when it came out. So it kind of lines up to the way that his Twitter was with promoting these films and things like that. He also acknowledged these tweets and I guess apologized for them before making the Guardians of the Galaxy movie and before signing on with Disney and Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And so he knew all. So Disney already knew that this happened. It's been deleted. It's been wiped off, and everyone around him, closest friends, his brother, his family, the people who he's worked with have all rallied around him and said, listen, this guy loves people. He loves his life is, he's just such a happy guy, and he's a nice guy, and we haven't met anyone sweeter. So there's been this big 50,000 petition to bring him back as the.
Oh, it's over 200,000 now.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. As of today.
And I'm guessing that we'll get to the opinions here in a second. I'm guessing that Disney did this as a PR move to save face. They instantly reacted to it and fired him.
Yeah, it was a total knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah, definitely. And it's and now it's backfiring because of the fact that everyone's like, whoa, this really? We're going to judge someone based on something this long ago for saying dumb jokes? Yeah, I 100% admit they're fucking stupid, right? And he probably shouldn't have put them out on the internet, or not at all. It was dumb of him, yeah. But in no way am I going to sit here and go, he needs to be fired from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 over it. Your thoughts?
I agree that something that he did 10 years ago. I'm just self-reflection. Like, should I be held accountable for something I said 10 years ago? Like, especially if that's not a true reflection of who I am anymore. Like, I mean, to go as far as I don't know. It's just I can look back and know that I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago, and in like personal beliefs about so many things, politics, like all this stuff. Like I'm not the same person, and for them to, and again, it's there's so many other details that are coming out about this, about like who dug these tweets up, and like it's the same person that was involved in like the Pizzagate bullshit. Like this person is just stirs the pot and stuff. Like they constantly try to make issues with things.
Yeah.
And for Disney to, again, knee-jerk reaction, especially from that source, it discredits them for so many things. And then, there were the people that have been, speaking out against it. You have like Dave Bautista, he's just like, this is bullshit. I don't agree with it. This is stupid. You have his own brother who is saying things like, he had like a whole long Twitter thread about like, my brother is not the same person that he was 10 years ago when he was making these jokes. Like the Marvel films and Guardians has changed him. And he's like, you can see that in the movies where it became personal for him. And that's what I think he's like, and that's why I feel these movies stand out amongst all the other Marvel films, is that these are deeply personal about giving a shit. Like not giving a shit and trying to be rebellious and the bad guys, and then like realizing that you're not, and that that there's a part where Star Wars says something about like, it's time for us to give a damn or give a hell or whatever, or give a shit. I don't remember what exactly the quote is, but like that even James Gunn had said like that was a deeply personal like and meaningful moment in the film for him specifically, and that like that's not who he is. Like these jokes that were made, and the fact that there was no like. One, he posted them 10 years ago. He apologized for them 6 years ago before he signed on for Disney. Disney knew about him beforehand, and that's why they were deleted to begin with. It was part of all that stuff getting hired on with Disney and Marvel. And then for them to the 6 years later, like, fire him over it is such fucking horse shit. And, like, why are we bowing down to these fuckers, like, that are just out there to ruin people's life? These are the same assholes that ran off people from Star Wars off the internet. Like, it's the same fucking group of thugs.
This also sets a what's the word?
Terrible
precedent.
Yeah, exactly. To where anybody who has anything that happens in the past is you can essentially get fucked and fired.
Right.
And your whole career just ruined over something so dumb.
Yeah.
And the thing that sucks about it, I don't even think the most pure person can say that they have a clean online digital footprint. Like, I mean, we all say stupid shit. I am very guilty of saying stupid shit on a daily basis, and I look back on it, and a lot of it I wish I could take back, but I mean, here we are. So it's like, it's weird that you have to, like, it's getting more and more to the point where it's like, I don't know how much more I can scrub off the internet.
Yeah,
it's like I don't want to get called out, and especially like if you get mobbed like this. I mean, so many people have been, if something happens, say like somebody gets a Facebook video of something and they're like, all right, cool. Community, find out who this is. Oh, you have a name and number. Find their Facebook. Oh, that's where they work. Get them fired. And, it's like all this stuff. And it's like, it seems like it's going to get more and more sensitive to the fact somebody's going to jaywalk one day and then all of a sudden not be able to get hired anywhere because there's a mob mentality against them.
Right. Well, and I saw today from Anywhere, Dan Harmon deletes his Twitter account after his 2009 video featuring a baby doll rape resurfaces. And again, 2009, so we're almost 10 years ago, right? 9 years ago from that. Like, and it's a baby, it's a doll. I didn't watch the video. Apparently, there's just a lot of Dan Harmon ass in it. But like, it's Dan Harmon who brought us Community and Rick and Morty and some pretty fucked up humor, right? Like some dark, twisted shit. And like, he deleted his Twitter probably just to fuck it. But at the same time, like, I love Twitter over like Facebook just because I don't need to see pictures of everyone's like dogs and cats and children, and I feel the same way about my own. But like at the same time, like Twitter is fuck Jack, the owner of Twitter and stuff. That guy has all the opportunity to like ban Nazis and the alt-right and all these fuck faces from using his platform, but he won't do it, and yet he'll delete people and ban people from his service speaking out against these people. He's a fucking Nazi, and I will go down saying that. He's a piece of shit.
Who? Wait, who?
Jack, the guy who owns Twitter.
Oh, okay.
He's a piece of shit. But like, it's almost to the point where like, yeah, we should stop using Twitter. It's not doing any good. Like the amount of bots and fake news and all that bullshit that's on this service now that goes unchecked it's ridiculous. And they're like, we're deleting all these people, these bots and stuff. It's like too little, too late. But the point being, like, there are these comedians and stuff that were like having to. It's 10 years ago. Like another reminder. Speaking of Dan Harmon, there's a joke on Community that would not fly today, and they're in one of their classes, and was it Chang just goes gay? Like you can't say that shit anymore. Like, but in 2008 or whenever that scene was, like, that was acceptable humor. Like we laughed when people would to say something was lame or stupid, you would yell out gay. People still do it, I know, but like you don't see it as much. But like. Dan Harmon not going to get a job now because of that one scene in Community? Like, you know what I mean? Like, not only do people change, our acceptance of like crude and things changes. Like, you can say fuck on TV now, but we don't joke about rape and stuff, which is fine. But it's just the times are different, even in just 10 years. Like, it's just
that's why all these people, like all these comedians, are now have a no cell phone policy at shows. Because it's just one of those things. It's anything taken out of context can be used against them. Anything said that offends anybody will, be used as ammunition for somebody to try to tear them apart. Yeah, it's one of the things where it's really sad that, we can't look at things without just fucking going, without knee jerking, without that reaction, which is really sad.
It's just, and then I saw Kev shared with us an article or like it was an article about a tweet or Instagram post, I think, from Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah, I've got it pulled up. I can read the quote.
Yeah, read his quote. Like, read his whole thing, because it even ends on like a good point as well at the very, very end.
Yeah, and this is
do it in his no,
I'm not his character. He's a love friend.
Oh my god, you have to now. Oh my god, it's so good.
God damn it.
Do it.
All right. This is gonna fucking whatever. We're
not gonna take this serious out of this, but okay.
Yeah. Here's from Bobcat Goldthwait. Put it on his Instagram. Hi! I love James Gunn. He's a little friend. Super talented, passionate, kind. I just wanted to say something here. Dear Disney, I would hate for you to come off as hypocritical. Well, I'm suggesting you remove my voice from an attraction that's coming to your park. It's called World of Color Villainous. And I reprised the role of Pain, a role I played in Hercules. You see, here's the deal. Years ago, I made a lot of sarcastically shocking and offensive jokes. Many that I'm embarrassed about them now. I hate to see you guys look bad seeing me openly critical of the president and the administration, and you seem to be taking your lead from some of the French supporters. I'm losing my voice.
Yeah.
Let me take a drink here.
Can you please add?
How did he do that through like 4 police academies?
4 police academies, Scrooged, like his entire goddamn career.
Like the 80s, the whole 80s.
Yeah.
So I think James Woods may have recorded a voice for this new attraction too. Why not check out some of his wacky past tweets?
And that exactly.
They're a hoot.
That's my point, is that like if you start nitpicking what one person said, like, you have to go back through everything. You have to if you're going to hold this director because someone called his tweets out, you have to go back and you have to look at every fucking person you've ever hired for anything ever. Because James Wood is fucking crazy, right? Like, Bobcat has posted probably some fucked up shit. Plus, he's probably done some stuff in his stand up and whatnot. Same with Robin Williams. Are you kidding me? You're gonna go back and you're gonna redub Aladdin because Robin Williams made some fucking offensive jokes back in the 70s and 80s? Yeah. Bullshit. Like, it's just, and that's what's so aggravating about it. It was that, like, you're holding him to some higher standard that you just pulled out of your fucking ass because some alt-right shitbags sent you a fucking message about it. Like, so Alan Horn, if you're out there listening to our show for some goddamn reason, I don't know why, I hope you get cunt cancer, you piece of shit.
Whoa!
Wow.
Well,
there you go. That's the rant of the week. Well, hold on, I'll make it official.
I'm just kidding, but like, no, but like, a serious fuck off. Like, yeah, and people in the chat are talking about our president and stuff. If our president can say grab them by the pussy and still be the president, James Gunn can say some offensive shit and still be the director of Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
So. You get the horn.
Always good to have that handy.
All right, let's move on real quick to some other news here. You know what? I'd love to see Disney reinstate him. That'd be a lot of fun. It'd
be interesting for them to walk it back, but at this point, if I'm James Gunn, fuck Disney.
You go back.
Fuck that.
I know, but he already finished the first draft. This story, you mentioned it earlier, this story means so much to him. I can't see somebody else. I know there's a lot of talented directors, but I can't see somebody else's fingers on this film because it's written by him. It's directed by him. This is his baby.
It was written by him, but he's probably not gonna. They're probably gonna rewrite it. Whoever they bring on.
Oh, I know. That's what I mean. I hope if they don't let him direct it, at least like I feel like he's so passionate about it. He would just be like, listen, put another fucking name on it and just use the script, please. Just fucking. I will finish the script. Mm-hmm. Somebody else. You could say somebody else wrote it. I don't care. Just please see this story out, please. So we'll see what happens, but I really hope for the best on that one. Wonder Woman, we'll just do some quick hits here because time, but Wonder Woman 1984 is actually not going to be a sequel, but a whole new chapter. So a sequel, right? I mean, is it?
I mean, I was assuming
it comes after the events of the first film.
Was it? I don't. Yeah. Okay. Maybe what they mean is like not a continuation of like, now they're going to show like Chris Evans at whatever age he is.
Oh, you know what? Stuff. Maybe that's what it is. Like maybe Chris Evans didn't die because it's a whole new story set in the 80s. What if they met in the 80s and they watched Nickelodeon together?
Was there Nickelodeon in the 80s? I think that was a 90s thing.
Like late 80s, 80, 88, 89. Because you got to think there was shows like Salute Your Shorts, and you can't do that on television.
And Double Dare.
And Roundhouse.
This was it says this is 1984. When did MTV come about?
1989.
84. What? No, it was like 84.
Nickelodeon's American Basic... Whoa. Just got a sub from Seeker. Sorry, that was very loud in my headphones. Nickelodeon is an American Basic cable satellite television network launched on December 1st, 1977.
So they could have.
MTV launched 1981, actually.
Oh.
So they were just sitting around watching MTV and Nickelodeon Cheetos. There you go. There's your film. Bumblebee is coming out. I really enjoyed the trailer. They showed off some of the Decepticons, and people are really fucking digging it. And the fans, I guess this director went and said, "Hey, listen, we listened to you guys, and if you haven't had a chance, go look up what Bumblebee looks like. Go watch the trailer because he is, he's trying to correct what everyone hated about the past films. So he went back to the drawing board, and the characters, he said, are a mix between the G1." Which is Generation 1 Transformers, if you don't know, and a modern feel. And so his quote was, and I'm paraphrasing, in the past movies, it just looked like two sardine cans with Karma Sutra, some shit like that. You couldn't tell what was going on. It just looked like a big mess. So he wanted to make sure that you could see what characters look like and when they battle, and so they went back, and I love it. I love the new look, and I can't wait to see this film. I have high hopes, and I didn't have high hopes for a Transformer film, and I never knew that I would ever say that.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Jer. Looking at this picture of the new Decepticon villains, the Shatter and Dropkick, I don't see any difference between what they look like and what any other Transformer look like ever.
You could tell in the in the shoulders, in the arms, in the legs and stuff. You can see and like the doors on the back. It's more like instead of a whole bunch of tiny pieces, it's just kind of big pieces, so that way you can I get and like in the faces as well.
I can see it a little bit more on the Bumblebee picture below in the article, where you can see like his chest piece is clearly the hood, like the bumper, front bumper ish of the Volkswagen or whatever. Yeah, the headlights and stuff. I get it. I see it there, but and like the tires on the back. But like, just I'm looking at these other ones. I'm like, I don't see it. It looks exactly the fucking same to me.
So
I'll reserve my judgment until I see a trailer.
You haven't watched
the trailer yet?
There's a Transformers trailer. There's a
it released like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, man. Watch it while we're done with the after show. Let's watch it, and I want to see your reaction to it. But like, I actually was like, there's feelings involved. I was like, what? What's happening here?
Mm-hmm.
So it's good.
Yeah,
shit.
John Cena's in it.
Mm-hmm. But you can't see him.
Is he one of the? Oh, God.
He's not. He's actually a person.
He's a transformer.
He's actually a person.
He's a transformer. You see him. He goes from a person to a car.
I saw his tweet like right the day before the trailer release. I saw a tweet from him or whatever. It was like he was like, "Hey, check out the Bumblebee trailer. Come tomorrow." And I was like, and he was like in the forest. It was like a video or something. And he was saying like, "Hey, we're dropping the," and I'm not thinking about Bumblebee Transformers at all at any point. I was like, what fucking movie is he making with bumblebees?
Save the bumblebees.
I was like, is this B movie 2? With Jerry Seinfeld? Like, what is what fucking movie's happening?
The Quest for Survival.
We bring back the old films where a giant bee or a giant ant take over the world.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the fuck he was talking about. I was like, what is happening?
That scene with Nicolas Cage and Wicker Man. Not the bees! He's got like this basket full of bees over his head.
Yeah.
It's very meme-worthy.
Secret of the Chat has a question, and we failed it. We failed this city.
We failed this city.
Where's the...
We failed this city on rock and roll.
We failed this city on Deep Throat sounds.
Oh.
Because he says, where's my deep throat?
Oh.
Things that will sound really weird outside this chat room.
Yeah, taken out of context.
Yeah.
So, guys, there's been a lot of subscriptions. We haven't done it for anyone. So let's all three of us give a good old-fashioned deep throat sound, shall we? There you go. And this is why we'll never be number one on iTunes.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
We just got another sub from That Is a Classic 8 months in a row.
Walmart is coming out and they're saying, you know what? We want to be part of this streaming game. Let's do something about that. And they're going to launch a streaming service.
Ryan just subscribed with Twitch Prime. I'm tired. You're getting the sloppy fourths.
It can only take so much.
Mouth is so dry.
Bobcat tore me up.
I've got to have that in the rotation for you for Misconnection.
Oh, no.
I'll do short ones, and you can use that voice.
Yeah.
God, that was so good, Kev.
I haven't even listened to what I haven't even think I've seen a Police Academy movie since the 90s.
Fuck, it's good. All right, moving on.
By the way, but I want to say one thing about this Walmart streaming service.
Who cares?
I would pay $5 a month for them just to give the streaming service would just be cameras into their stores, so you could see just like all the weird shit that happens inside of Walmart's, including like the people that go there. That would be a streaming service
Hey,
Walmart I'd pay for.
but you know what? Hey, and that brings us to a story that's not in our notes, but we briefly talked about earlier this week.
Yeah.
There's got to be rights involved in something like that. I guess they could post signs outside, but there was an article recently about a Twitch streamer who streams people. He's an Uber driver, and he has cameras set up in his car, and like
he was doing Twitch IRL. Yeah.
He was doing Twitch IRL with people in the car, and they did not know that they're being on stream. Yeah.
And the thing is, he apparently he had a sticker on the door, but when he did tell people, like vocally, they would either get out of the cab or request someone else or do something. They just didn't want to participate.
Yeah, it was 90% of the people didn't want to be in the vehicle when they found it afterwards. And the fact that it was the people that wrote the article reached out to a lot of these people. A lot of them were like, if I had known, I wouldn't have been in the car. Side Joker just subscribed for 11 months in a row. So real quick. God damn it. but yeah, that just brings up some like ethical questions as far as like I'm also curious what our viewers and listeners think about this, because on the one hand, in the state of Missouri where he lives in St. Louis, it's a one-party consent state, and so to record conversations and stuff like that, only one person has to know, and that obviously can be the person recording. That's not true in every state, and so when it comes to streaming and viewing that in other states, like when does that become? Because apparently it's not against Twitch's terms of service either. They say as long as it's legal in the state that you're in, then it's fine. In that regard,
I think the only way you could do it is since it's coming from that state, the sources. I don't think anyone who's watching it would have to abide by like their state rules for it.
Sure, yeah, agreed. But it does. I mean,
it's a shitty thing ethically. Like,
because and I think like Twitch probably abides by it as far as like, well, you're doing IRL stuff. If you're out in public and someone walks in the background of your camera and stuff, no, you don't have to go ask them for a fucking waiver, right? Like, because at that point it's one party consent. And the same thing, like if you're anywhere in the country and you're filming in public, fuck it. At least in this regard, but yeah, and Chutfu says, what about the privacy rights? That should be the responsibility of Uber. Uber also said that like that person, he followed their terms of conduct or whatever, and that he had the stickers on the car, and that he, again, it's a one party consent state, and so like he doesn't have to let them know, but there is a sticker on the car, which is apparently good enough for them. It's really weird.
Yeah, but in another way, even if the cameras, like, I don't know how out in the how out you could see the cameras, you know what I mean? Like, if from a passenger's point of view, I don't know if you could actually see the cameras that are pointed at you. But I'm thinking like he could use the excuse of, obviously if he wasn't twitching, that he records it for like dash cam footage, or if somebody.
Well, and that's also one of the problems is that the sticker on the car, it doesn't say, "Hey, this is being streamed on Twitch." It says the audio and video are being recorded in this vehicle for security purposes.
Yeah,
right.
Which is not necessarily true. Exactly, and I think the streaming thing is where because it'd be one thing if you filmed it and then you posted it to YouTube later to like, ha, check out this funny thing that happened in my cab today. Because it's like, well, that part, no, you're fine.
Even then, you can edit it and block out people's faces or whatever you need to do.
Yeah, so it says if he goes low enough, he can't be an Uber if he gets enough like that. And I'm sure that may happen, but you can switch over to Lyft or whatever. It was just such a bonkers thing. Because then they're talking about like people in the chat and stuff were being crude towards the people in the vehicle, people calling out the females and stuff that were entering the vehicle and like cat calling them. Of course, I can't see it, so not that negates them cat calling them, but still like this crude stuff being said in the chat. But also this guy you're talking about, like he makes a couple $100 in the weekends doing it, but he makes like $3,000 on Twitch through subs and donations.
Really?
Yeah.
Why don't we just start doing this then?
I'm just gonna IRL my IRL.
Okay. Sorry, I've been a little away from that story because I got some really exciting news from our artist, who is going to be Zombie. Who is Zombie? Of course.
Who's going to be Zombie?
The comic book he's working on.
The 8-Bit Horror Fest art.
Oh, I was going to say, thank God it's not the Rule 34.
It's gonna fucking be awesome.
Nice. Can we get a preview?
he just came up with the idea because I told him, I said, hey, you have full 100% creative control. Just know that this is what we're going to be watching this year, and go at it. And he goes, fuck yeah.
This is right up his alley, I'm sure.
He is going to do the art in, which I didn't know there was a word for it. I don't want to mispronounce it. Ginger Eskew.
How do you spell that?
It is Gigeresque, and that's the art style that he is going to do it in.
Geiger Risque?
Is it Geiger Risque?
Yeah, it's Geiger. So it's going to do it like H.G. Geiger. So alien style. Have you seen Geiger's work? It's pretty fucking weird.
I am looking forward to this.
Ginger. Yeah, so he's going to do it in that style.
Yeah.
And so that'll be on the shirt and poster and all that good stuff.
I can't wait.
Ginger Rescue, says Jarl Wander.
You guys and everyone in podcast line, make sure to follow him on Twitter. It's at ZZombie13. Fantastic artist, very reasonable prices, and he gives you some super cool stuff. I had him do a personal piece for my wife for roller derby, and she absolutely loves it. Like, it's super cool, man. He's a great guy.
Man, if it's Geiger, I just hope there's not a whole bunch of dicks hidden in it.
He's gonna have.
There's so many dicks.
Look for the dicks.
You're gonna have to, search him out. He goes, listen, I didn't want to start this because it takes a long time. He was like, so are you cool with this?
That's cool.
Like, fuck yeah, man. Like, I'm sure I could answer for the guys on this one. Yeah, go for it. All right, so the DC Universe is launching, and it's going to be costing you $8 a month.
Not bad.
And so that's going to get you a whole bunch of cool content. But they've announced also that the DC Universe shows will not be a part of the same universe. They're going to keep them separate. Yay, cool. I don't.
Because that's what they do.
DC fucking. So you're going to get a whole bunch of TV shows. You're going to get past TV shows, comics, all this cool shit for $8 a month. I say that that's a fair price. It's pretty good, or $75 a year.
With all the stuff that comes with it, with all the classic TV shows as well as like the old animated shows, and then their own new content as well as like comic books. Mm-hmm. Now, it's not their entire back catalog, but it's supposed to be like a rotating catalog that you can go in and read like series and stuff.
That's super cool.
That for $8 or ain't fucking bad, or $75 a year. Like that ain't bad.
Yeah. And then they also did, I guess they programmed it for all the digital comic books to do it on your TV. They showed a demo of it. You could look it up on YouTube, but it looks really fucking cool. It goes panel by panel, and it has some cool interactive stuff on some of them, and I think it's really neat. So I think good job, DC, on that one.
No, I mean, I'm not going to pay for it, but well, because right now the only show we've seen is Titans, and I was not blown away by the trailer. It looked very cheap. It looked really cheesy. It looked worse than CW.
At the end of it or whatever, Robin's like,
fuck Batman. Fuck Batman. I saw a really funny comment today that was fuck Batman, and then Batman standing behind him, and he's like, you got something to say to me, Dick? and Robin's like, oh shit, like no, yeah, because I don't know what Robin looks like. Robin's like killing people and breaking bones and stuff, and that's just not Robin. So fuck murder. That. It's murder.
So Batwoman is coming to TV as well, to the CW, and so that'll be cool because we can actually get her in the Arrowverse.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool. That's good.
Yeah. And because that one, they do cross streams over in the CW.
Mm-hmm. Never cross the streams.
And they're going to introduce her. I guess they introduced her character last season during the crossover event.
Did they?
That's what I read, but I could be wrong.
I thought they were saying they were going to introduce her during this year's crossover event.
I thought that they introduced her last year, and then this year she picks up the hood of the Catwoman. I mean the Batwoman. I don't fucking know. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably I'm wrong 90% of the time. But you can look it up. Go check it out. Let us know. And we'll probably know 5 minutes from now because Doug's looking it up.
Yeah, well, I'm reading the article that you linked, and it does not say specifically in this one.
It was a different one.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, what I remember reading was she is supposed to be introduced in the crossover event this year, which is going to include everybody except the Legends. Legends apparently aren't going to be a part of the crossover event this year. Which is just like, weird. What? What's your best fucking show? Like, why are you not including them in your goddamn huge... If you're not going to include anybody, don't include Supergirl.
Amen.
But money on she'll be a part of the Supergirl universe. She'll be part of the Arrowverse, but she'll live on Supergirl's Earth.
Kenny Fort Filo says cowl. I meant cowl, but I'm so used to saying hood because of
Arrow.
Which Arrow? I watched the trailer. Looks like the best I've seen in years.
it looks like a movie. Like the quality looks really good.
Like he's in prison, and I'm like, hell yeah, man! This looks great. Keep him in jail.
Oh man,
Cody Rhodes is going to be on one of those episodes.
yeah, he's in the trailer. He's in the trailer for the next season. Stephen Amell posted on Twitter last week where he was like 6 seasons, hundreds of fight scenes filmed, never been kicked in the nuts until today. We're like, oh no, but that's gotta suck. That's gotta suck. And if you're the stunt person that accidentally kicked him in the nuts, you've got to feel fucking terrible. But it's like, oh, 6 years.
You get one nut, dude. You get a whole like wide shot. Like, do you have a wide foot? What happened?
6 years. No.
So I just binged the Arrow in the last couple of weeks, and I got to say, those fight scenes got real boring after a while.
Mm-hmm. There's some really good ones, but most of the time it's just like punch, deflect with the bow, punch, shoot him with an arrow, punch, kick.
Yeah.
Gunshots, throwing balls at people. Rinse, repeat.
Explosion.
Always an explosion.
I looked at this. I went, 6 seasons. How many times are we going to see this fucking base get destroyed? Every goddamn season. This layer. Everyone seems to know where it is, and it's just like, does he put a sign outside? Arrow's secret hideout.
If you're looking for Arrow, don't go in here. Don't go back behind those doors. Don't hit this button to access the secret super elevator. Don't hit ground. Don't hit that floor. Nope. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, we're doing it.
Access to the HVAC system. Don't look here.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. Everyone put like toxic gas into this place every single year.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking man, this pisses me off. Yeah, don't leave C4 around. Yeah, there's so many explosions in that fucking layer, man. I counted it. Even Arrow destroyed it. Like he got into a fight with John, destroyed it there, rebuilt it. Destroyed it again. Somebody else got into a fight. Somebody got in. Ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, Star Wars: The Clone Wars is coming back.
Yeah,
Right? Awesome.
I got teared up, man. This is a show. It got canceled back in like 2013, not long after Disney bought Star Wars. So about in October of 2012, so it was like early 2013. They're in the middle of like their 6th season, and they pulled the plug. And it was like, fuck, but we're in the middle of stuff. And so they had like 6 episodes that they had, and they finished those out, and they put them on Netflix as like Netflix originals when the last season went up there. And it was good, but you could tell that it was like well, shit, let's wrap this up. So it's super exciting for them to go back and to see some of these characters again, and to see them kind of maybe finish this out the way that they intended to finish it out originally.
I just see the people working on it, booting up the computers and like going into those old files. And I know that they're on a server somewhere, but it's always fun to think like they walk back to their old desk and there's just like, let's see if I remember this program.
Yeah. Now the trailer looked really good too. That opening shot of like of that ship flying into like their base looks so good. It looks so good. And then hearing Anakin actually, it's the same voice actors, and then there's Ahsoka, and so sick.
Good question.
Yeah.
They use I could have looked this up, but might as well not now. I'm watching the movie. I'm halfway through it. Did they use the same Obi-Wan Kenobi voice for the series as they did the movie?
I think so.
I thought it sounded different.
He may just his Obi-Wan impression just might have gotten better. But it's the same actor, voice actor. It's what's his? Oh my god! It's oh my god! Taylor
Swift.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas. No.
JTT.
I don't know if it's Taylor. It's something. I feel like Taylor's in there somewhere.
Tim
the Tollman Taylor.
I looked. Oh, I can't even bring it up on IMDb. Come on. I got it. James Arnold Taylor.
James Arnold Taylor. Yes. Yeah, it's him the entire time. And
so it just got better.
it just gets better. No, he didn't do it in. I don't think he did it in Rebels. That was one of those few episodes that he was in. It was someone else. Because I remember thinking it was him, but then like that Obi-Wan was definitely, because this Obi-Wan is definitely Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan, and the one in Rebels is definitely Alec Guinness Obi-Wan.
Okay.
All right, let's get into some gaming news and get out of here, boys, because we run in overtime, and that's okay if you like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Amazon is now going to let you listen to this. This is fucking awesome for anyone listening, because I know a lot of people in our Discord chat have talked. They're like, man, I wish I could get into gaming on PC. I just can't afford it. Well, now you may be able to, because Amazon is going to let you finance gaming PCs and PC parts with 0 interest. Now there is a there is one slight little like asterisk.
Caveat.
One little caveat. It is over 5 payments, so it is limited to 5 payments over so over 5 months. But if you could, if you buy a $2,000 PC, 5 monthly payments, $400, you can get yourself a gaming laptop, a gaming PC. I mean, you go and finance $1,000 laptop, a gaming laptop. You get parts. It goes to, if you want to get memory, if you want to get hard drives, if you want to get RAM, anything, video cards. You can now do it and finance it through Amazon, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. And especially, I was saying that we found out about this today, and then especially since graphics cards are finally starting to get a little bit cheaper due to Bitcoin basically going back to fuck itself somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So GPUs are finally coming down in price again. You can actually find 1080s, like 1080 Ti's around. So it's good timing for this.
Here's the also other cool part, and I love this. There's no finance charges, no interest, no hidden fees, no credit check, and no application required. So all you have to do is it'll use the credit card or the fucking bank card that you have, debit that you have on file. And now I can, whenever the 1090 comes out, I can get one because I can afford it. Maybe, probably. Nice. Nintendo is suing 2 big old ROM sites. So if you don't have them, get them while they're hot, because these Love ROMs and Love Retro are both down right now.
Both of which Nintendo believes are operated by the same owner. Who'da thunk it? Love ROMs, Love Retro.
So those guys, you know what? These 2 sites are going to go down, and then 5 more are going to pop up in its place. You just can't stop it.
MU Paradise has been around since the 90s.
The thing is, you already have your boxes that people love buying, but people will always do this. Like, I know that I can play ROMs on the PC all day long, but I'm still going to buy them on my Switch. Like when Mario 1 comes and Mario 2 and 3, like I'm still going to spend $5 each to buy those. Let's be honest, it's $10 because it's Nintendo. But I'm still going to buy them on the Switch because I want them on the Switch. This is no big deal, and Nintendo shouldn't even worry about this shit. So that's my thoughts on it. The Calling 2. Kev, you want to take this one?
Well, you see what had happened was the Culling 2 came out of nowhere, and much to the fans' dismay, they didn't want this game out. They wanted part 1 to work because apparently the first Culling was having issues since the beginning, and they weren't getting any better. Then all of a sudden, Xavient, the company who made it, developer, was like, all right, well, Culling 2 is coming out, and all this will be fine. And basically, Culling 2 was like a PUBG simulator, while the first one, the Culling, was more like Battle Royale mode, but Hunger Games style. Like me and Doug played it together. We had some fun.
Oh, the Culling?
Yeah, the Culling. So, yeah, we all played it. And so, basically, the main developer eating humble pie and he made a video. They pulled culling from the shelves or the digital shelves too, and they're issuing refunds to everybody. Culling 2 is dead in the water. They're actually going back to culling 1, but 1.0, back when people were really happy with the game, and they're going to start working with that. So people who have already had the culling are going to get all these new updates and everything like that. So they can go back to the original culling and basically work from there. They want to redo their friendship with the fans, even though they should have listened to them in the first place, because apparently everyone was against culling 2, and they still released it anyway.
All right, our last story. I'm skipping the Valve one because it doesn't mean anything. So fuck it.
Yeah, it's just
whatever. PUBG is going to be releasing custom matches soon, but guess what, guys? Probably not going to be free. Awesome.
So I'm assuming this would be like a server thing, like rent a server.
I don't know how they're going to do it, but they said that you can creating custom matches won't have an associated cost during this phase, during the beta. However, due to extreme large amounts of resources required to allow custom games to be available to all players, we may charge in the future to ensure everything runs smoothly.
Nope. We may change this in the future to ensure everything.
What did I say?
Charge.
We may charge. Well, same thing. We may change this in the future. So essentially, they earned $700 million last year, shipped 50 million copies, but we're going to charge you to play our game still, custom matches. Yeah. It's kind of shitty, in my opinion.
I agree.
In my opinion.
Yeah,
but if it's like I said, if it comes down to servers, like how people like other groups are, like Minecraft has their own servers.
Yeah, but they won't do that, Kev, because they don't make money off of that. They make money off of you being on their server, getting their keys for their loot boxes, and purchasing all that shit.
No.
Like if they allowed you to do custom games, then you would just run your own custom games, and everyone would play on those servers and say fuck it.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but people want custom games. Like that's how. Like I would love to run a community night where we did custom matches for.
Oh, that'd be a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I would agree. I would love to do that, but at what cost? I mean, obviously we could do it as a community thing and have 8-Bit take care of the cost. But it's like fuck, man. Like I already paid for this game. Like I want to fucking play all of it, and now you're locking it away.
That's an issue that we've been dealing with for the last 5 years of not getting a complete game at launch. But that's a whole nother argument.
Where do you see on Steam the amount of people playing a game at any given time? Where is that?
So if you go to Steam, and it's going to be under Store now and Stats.
Stats, okay. Let's see where this game's listed.
Yeah,
okay, all right. Over in the chat, Luke says no one plays anymore. It's the number one game right now with 379,000 current players. Dota is behind them, but of course this doesn't count fucking. I wonder how many are on Fortnite right now, right? Because that's not counting that. But it is the number one game currently. Its peak today was 1.2 million.
Wow.
Concurrent players today on PUBG. So
that's crazy.
It was announced on
Eat Crow, motherfucker. I'm just kidding.
It was to answer your Fortnite question. It says that on June 13th, they reported that the player count was 125 million.
In one day?
Total players.
Okay, so yeah.
Well, especially across all the different platforms. PUBG's only on PC and
Xbox, on PlayStation yet?
Oh, it's on like is it in like China Mobile?
What? Yeah. No, it's on
the mobile.
No, it's not on PS4.
But it is on mobile.
So,
yeah.
But that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Oh, and tomorrow is if you want to be a part of the community and play games with us, we are planning on trying out No Man's Sky next. Tomorrow it launches. If you already have the game, it's a free update. It will go live at 9 a.m. And if you want to play with us, I think it's 4-player co-op. I think it'd be a lot of fun to get together and have a good time and try out this new shit, and it was promised 2 years ago is what we're gonna get. So,
yeah, and our community events also going on this week. Just because we didn't mention them, I know we mentioned that we do them, but this week we're doing Minecraft. We've got Minecraft. That is July 26th from 6 to 9. No, not 6 to 9. Sorry, that's 6. It starts at 6 p.m. Pacific time, or 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's what I was reading, and that's for the U.S. And in the U.K. it's 5:30. It says GMT, but I don't. Are you guys still on that stupid British summertime or whatever, BST or whatever the fuck it's called? I don't give a shit. But that's when it starts. 5:30 GMT is what it says. And then on Friday, July 27th, we're doing Overwatch, PC, Xbox One, PS4, and then it starts at 6 p.m. or 9 Eastern. So,
what is this Lethal League that they speak of? Cartoony beat 'em up? In the chat they're talking about. Don't know. All right, that's the show, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for a quick Q&A, and we'll see you next week, okay? I'm Jeremy.
I'm Doug.
I'm Kevin.
And lots of lots of loves.
Yeah, that gas station you see on the road in rural Missouri.
God, that place. No, they got them down here in Texas,
No,
too.
they exist everywhere.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're everywhere. They're so weird.
I hate
Like,
them.
there's so much random shit inside.
There are no Buc-ee's, I'll tell you that.
They're not. No, God. Gross.
They are fucking gross. Do not loves the love.
Do not. Do not.
Loves, hugs, and all that bullshit. And Buc-ee's.